What's going on, guys? Jurassic here. Today we are back to Sea of Thieves. We are doing the quest for Guybrush, the second Tall Tale in the Curse of the Monkey Island. Alright, so once you gather your crew, head over to vote for Tall Tale.
I see you noticed my new book. I wasn't expecting to get a package, least of all from Melee Island. But I guess Mojo works in mysterious ways. Told me everything I need to know. So now, if Threepwood is trapped in his own little fantasy land, we get to be the ones to tear it all down. It's the only way he'll ever agree to come back here. I've sent word to the Pirate Lord. He should be here in just a few... Ugh, I hate it when he does that.
Captain Capsize has been gracious enough to inform me of all you've discovered. It seems that Guybrush's current predicament is no accident. I still believe that Guybrush can become the legend he wishes to be. He has many more adventures ahead, but first, we must free him from the clutches of his old foe.
LeChuck's a pompous old blowhard, but he's still dangerous. And if Threepwood is out of the picture, he'll go after Elaine next.
Ah, yes. I understand he has something of an infatuation with her.
That's one way of putting it. Anyway, the book also says there's a way to snap Threepwood out of whatever LeChuck's done to him.
Then it seems the time is right to return to the Sea of the Damned. Allow me. Only Guybrush knows how to reach LeChuck. You must do whatever it takes to make him see the truth. If I were you, I'd start by visiting the island's House of Mojo. Something tells me you're already expected.
Grand Grimoire of Mysterious Mojo. Truth waits within. To Melee Island did Guybrush Tale to free the pirate in his heart. He sought my aid to find LeChuck. When Elaine, he did depart. 3 trials to face, and then the race to Monkey Island, fate's place. The mighty pirate had his day, but drove the one he had loved away. His freedom earned for lessons learned. Fame and fortune made him stumble. Guybrush now knew to be humble and sought once more to free Elaine. He would not lose her yet again. But LeChuck saw a lack of meekness is Guybrush's greatest weakness. So long as he center stage, he'll never leave his gilded cage. To stop the spell LeChuck has cast, Guybrush must break free from his past. I have a way to end his curse. Come to my shop, we must converse. Alright, so from the original area, all you gotta do is sail to the magical portal the Pirate Lord creates for you. Is LeChuck not guiding us this time? There he is. Your ship is much faster than ours. Yeah, I see you over there.
Hello. Excuse me? So sorry to bother you, but the captain would like a word.
Well now, look who's back to meddle in my affairs. Ye must be even more stupid than you look. Threepwood belongs to me now, and that's the way he likes it. Ye can try and talk sense into him until you're blue in the face, for all the good it'll do. But while ye waste your breath, I'll be doing as I please on the Sea of Thieves.
But I can be merciful. Once I'm running the place, if ye swear an oath to follow the orders of your nefarious new pirate lord, you could become richer and more powerful than you've ever dreamed of. I'll leave ye to consider my offer. I have work to do.
I mean, we get more
No,
gold?
thank you. I'm not joining bad guys just to get more gold.
That's the whole point of being a pirate. Okay, so he goes off to the left, and it looks like we still have a little bit more before we get over to Monkey Island. Anyone trying to cross over to the other side, you are going to be taking in some damage. So keep in mind, you might want to have some food on you, or else you are going to die on your ship. Deep in the Caribbean.
Maybe we're supposed to die?
Bug number 2. If you happen to cross over to the other side, you're taking a whole bunch of damage. If you let yourself die and you have a teammate, you're able to get picked up and you're no longer going to be losing health. Alright, so once you get to land, we are supposed to be heading back to Mojo's shop, which is going to be the person that you were at the very end of the last tale. If you haven't seen that, I will link it somewhere around here. Ahoy, matey!
Swill out me sockets! It's good to see you again. I don't suppose you've seen Murray on your travels?
Your sulk weird not working out?
I've been trying my hardest to insult every last filthy, devious, amoral crook who stops by. But it's just not the same by myself.
Hey,
Murray always had what you might call a natural talent for verbal abuse. I hear he's taking up insult coaching as a full-time job.
teaching people insults.
It's not as daft as it sounds. A really hurtful remark can be just the thing to throw an opponent off balance and give you a chance to strike.
Okay, so we need to speak to him to learn how to insult in combat.
I'd offer to teach you the basics, but my sword's stuck in my belt, which is holding up me pantaloons, which are keeping my legs nice and warm, wherever they are.
Thank you for the information, cursed captain. Oh, look at that! Spiffy still has the toy we gave him. The governor's dogs all escaped?
Vacancy?
Yeah, you can go there.
Resume.
I'm sure you gotta get enough resume.
Life experience.
Have at it. Figured he would have scurried off. Hello, Mr. Chef. We are back in town.
Not so fast. I don't know where you've been, and I really don't care. But if you think you can just waltz back into my kitchen, you can think again. You turn up late for work, you don't wash your hands, you use up all my best ingredients. Worst of all, you feed my prime steak to a bunch of mangy mutts.
How dare you?
There's one thing I can't stand. It's people who are kind to hungry animals. You're fired!
Hire me. We'll get the bars ordered out and then we'll go to the Mojo.
You? What brings you back to town?
I need to earn 8 pieces of 8. And fast.
What do I look like? An accountant? Because if your accountant has scars and a big pirate hat, It is no wonder you are poor.
Fair point.
Most of the buried treasure around here was dug up long ago by pirates trying to complete the 3 trials. There is hardly anything left to find.
What about paid work?
There are no trading companies here that would offer you a contract. I hear Stan managed to get his hands on a valuable idol, but good luck stealing that.
Okay, so we need to hunt down Stan.
Listen, I don't know what else to tell you. Maybe you should just, I don't know, join the circus or something?
Circus, that could work. Let's see here. These pirates are really heavy sleepers. Everything alright in here?
With all the extra strong grog that got poured into their tankards, I am not surprised.
Yeah. You saw that? Huh?
I may not look it, but I am the most observant pirate in the room. Maybe that is why I'm the only one who is still worried about LeChuck.
LeChuck. He's easy to beat. We just have to get root beer.
Something tells me his crew will still be lurking out there in the forest, waiting for a chance to take their revenge.
So we're going to get jumped.
I think I will be staying right here in the Scum Bar until I know Governor Guybrush has dealt with LeChuck once and for all.
He's the man we're here to speak to.
So, you heard what happened at the governor's mansion, eh? Finally, someone who is not afraid to admit the truth. Okay, I will tell you.
Did you happen to hear the part where we're the ones who caused that?
This island used to be governed by a woman named Elaine Marley. Now, she was no legend of Monkey Island, but she was as sharp as a tack. She invited the dread pirate LeChuck to her mansion for dinner, and he fell for her in a big way. Tried to impress her by sailing out to find Monkey Island. When Guybrush Threepwood came to town and met Elaine, it was love at first sight. And LeChuck did not like that one bit. He and Guybrush have been mortal enemies ever since. Except, you see, LeChuck is immortal now, so he keeps showing up, looking for trouble.
It appears LeChuck and your mayor may be immortal, not just LeChuck. Mr. McComb, what's up with you?
Hi there. Welcome back to Melee Island.
Everything seems to have calmed down from the last one.
If you're referring to that rumor about LeChuck, I still don't believe a word of it. But some folks are suckers for a good story.
Aye.
They say that LeChuck and his crew assailed the governor's mansion, hoping to take revenge against the legend of Monkey Island. 70 pirates, each of them 8 feet tall, with eyes that burned like the flames of perdition itself.
An 8-foot tall pirate, you say?
And one by one, the legend of Monkey Island cut them all down, tearing the last to pieces with his bare hands as he stood atop a mountain of broken bones.
That is a pretty good story.
Ha! Well, as I say, I don't believe a word of it.
You shouldn't. I bet with Governor Guybrush.
Oh, really? And I suppose that now you've had your fun, you'll be wanting to try your hand at the fiendish new legendary trials and prove you're a real pirate.
Of course.
You should speak with the pirate leaders in the next room. Let them know that you've got the governor's blessing, and they might just agree.
I might just do that.
As for me, I'd love to know. Did you get a look at the governor's memoirs? Does he happen to mention me at all?
He could have. We didn't get a chance to read them all, unfortunately, buddy.
Well, I'm sure he'll not forget his old friend Mancom. Why, we've known one another since the good old days.
Yeah, surely not.
I suppose I'll just have to cross my fingers and wait. Maybe another grog or two will help me pass the time.
Or 3. Are the governor's guards all gone?
They are. And no one seems to know why or where. Estevan's telling everyone they were wiped out by LeChuck's crew of ghost pirates.
And what does that mean for the town?
Well, I can't say they'll be missed. Things seem to be carrying on just fine without a bunch of bureaucrats throwing their weight around. If you ask me, things have actually improved around here. The stores have fresh supplies, the circus is coming to town, and the clock tower's finally keeping tide. And it's all thanks to the legend of Monkey Island.
Don't worry, we definitely did not help at all, mister. I met a strange lady in town, however.
That'll be the International House of Mojo. Purveyors of potions, vendors of vexing victuals, and the only shop in town that sells those biscuits I like.
She sells biscuits.
The governor's guards shut the place down shortly after they arrived, and banned all sale of magical ingredients. Now that they're no longer around, I suppose it'll be back to business as usual. You'd
Fantastic.
do well to stay on the owner's good side. They say she can stare into your future.
Do they now? Alright, so we speak to the pirate legends over here to begin our trials.
Can't you see we're busy? Go and take a stroll around town or something.
What?
We're engaged in important pirate business right now. Come and see us later.
What about you?
Oh, it's you. Listen, we're in the middle of something here. You'll have to wait your turn.
It appears they're not willing to let us begin the trials just quite yet. Alright, so our neighborhood robber who makes everyone pay way too much for items is now selling a treasure map for 1,000 pieces. This guy here made us broke last time. He's probably going to make us broke again. Alright, well, the voodoo shop has her door closed. Well, it hasn't blown up yet. We might actually be good.
Fate has brought us back together. I regret I could not summon you sooner, but things work differently in the Sea of the Damned. It took some time to devise a brew that will bring Guybrush to his senses. A potion that can convey the truth of the pirate life must be concocted using emblems of true pirate courage. The only way to acquire such things is to undertake the 3 legendary trials. Now that you have met with the legend of Monkey Island, I sense the pirate leaders may be willing to indulge you. Speak with them in the Scum Bar, then return to me. I'll be working on a drop of something special to help you on your way.
I assure you, your senses are far off. They told me just to walk away. But I can go back, I suppose. Ahoy! We have been sent here for the voodoo shop. She says you'll speak to us now.
This had better be worth interrupting our grog.
Met with the governor. I'm ready to undertake the trials.
The governor granted you an audience? Well, this changes matters.
The legend of Monkey Island doesn't waste his time with pirate wannabes.
That may be so, but nobody's gone through the trials in an age and lived to tell the tale.
Then it'll be their funeral, and all the more grog for us. Very well. With the governor's blessing, we shall begin the 3 legendary trials!
There are 3 devilishly difficult trials every pilot must undertake, inspired by the legend of Monkey Island.
You must master the sword.
And the art of thievery.
And the quest.
The what?
Treasure hunting, you sea urchin. We've been doing this for 33 years, and you're still as clueless as ever.
I have a very short attention span.
You must prove yourself in each of these 3 areas. Swordplay, thievery, and treasure huntery, and gather proof that you've done it.
We prepared some documentation to help you on your way, and you can always ask us for advice.
It's the least we can do for making the legendary trials so confoundingly impossible.
Now your first task will be clearing away this accursed fog. Fella can't see past his own beard out there.
Well, if it's cursed fog you want clearing away, I happen to have considerable experience in that regard. There was a time at Sailor's Grave where all were weak,
Oh, not the lighthouse story again. Get to the point.
Very well. Ye must return to the Mojo shop and lay your hands on a mystical brew to dispel that infernal mist.
Is that how?
We could have told him that, you dim-witted decoration.
Everyone's a critic.
Okay, so that seems relatively basic. Head back to the Mojo lady, get some fancy magical potion, splash it around down. Fog should be all gone.
How are the trials going? You're not.
Tell me more about this treasure hunting.
You have a map? Everyone knows you can't go treasure hunting without a map. There must be someone in town who's willing to sell you one.
Aye, for 1,000 pieces.
Once you have a map, follow its instructions and use whatever means are necessary to find the treasure. But I should warn you, the instructions may require a little creative thinking to interpret. Har har har.
Okay, so the map's going to be a little bit confusing and more of a riddle. What about trial number 2?
Undertaking the trial of thievery myself. Wound up in jail for a spell, but it was worth it.
What do we got to do for the trial of thievery?
Well, you can't just steal any old treasure and call yourself a true pirate. We want you to procure a very special item. The same idol snatched by the legend of Monkey Island. It used to be hidden in the governor's mansion, but now it's in the hands of a shifty ship salesman named Stan.
Not Stan.
He uses it to lure curious pirates out to his business. The man's a born swindler, and all the threats and bargains in the world won't faze him. You'll need to make him think he's got the upper hand.
How do you propose that? Okay, so thievery may be a little bit more complex. And what about you?
Taken the 3 legendary trials and you're still in one piece? Huh, I'm almost impressed.
Well, I haven't actually begun the 3 trials, to be fair. Tell me more about the mastering the sword technique.
First, get ye a sword, but don't think you can use any old blade. You'll need a mighty pirate sword befitting the legend of Monkey Island. Now, you'll ultimately need to defeat the Sword Master of Melee Island, but you won't stand a chance without proper training.
Where do we acquire that training?
For that, I'd recommend seeking out the man who trained the legend himself. The formidable, the ferocious, the feared Cpt Smirk.
Captain Smirk, you say?
But the bridge to his place is currently out of commission, so good luck with that.
Okay, so we need to repair the bridge, rid of the fog, steal some things, and join the circus to get enough pieces to buy a treasure map. Alright, so now that we have our book updated, the legendary trial of treasure huntry in the forest it lingers, the treasure ye seek, to follow the legends, no job for the weak. To locate the plunder ye need to acquire takes more than a shovel, a map you'll require. The trial of thievery. Come gawk at the idol o' many hands, only at Stan's previously owned vessels located by the Bay of Melee. Wish you could fight like me. The name's Smirk. I train the legend of Monkey Island. I could train you. For the trial of the sword, 400 pieces of 8, mighty pirate sword required, so no time wasters, find me on the hill by the bay. You can oin here at the circus. Okay, so we got the mansion, we got the town, we got the lookout. Spectacular, which is going to be a little bit past the lookout. We got Hook's Island. Stan's going to be found in the water, and Smirk's Hut's also going to be found a little bit out the way. Alright, back to the voodoo shop we go. We get rid of the fog, and we should be good to go.
Do you bring news?
I got permission from the pirate leaders to conquer the world.
You are undertaking the 3 trials? Excellent. Then you'll be needing this list. I have foreseen much that will aid you in the trials. Even in his slumber, Guybrush will be able to assist you.
Don't think he assisted the way that you want it. The lines cross the sky, the birds help you fly. A blade you must show like the one long ago. The map he sells, the truth that it tells, with all 3 in hand, return to me.
Ahoy there, fancy pants.
You remember me? Do you have a fancy sword?
Fancy Pants. I hope you brought more money than last time.
Not really. Got any special offers for today?
As a matter of fact, I do. I'm trialing something I call Boskoff. Buy one, shipmates get one free. It's a way to encourage pirate crews to buy my wares.
So everyone in a crew gets one of their own?
Ooh, you're a quick one, aren't you? You just reached out and hit that nail right on the head.
That seems awfully generous. What's the catch?
Well, my stock of mighty pirate swords haven't exactly been flying off the shelves. I'm sick of tripping over 'em every 5 minutes. I wish pirates still cared about the 3 trials. Then I could make some space in my storeroom.
Aye. Okay, so we need to buy the fancy swords. I'm low on funds. Do you offer any credits or maybe like an IOU?
Not unless you've got something real valuable to use as collateral, and I can already tell by your outfit that you don't.
My outfit is worth millions.
But I do have a few spare notes of credit lying around, if you can get one signed by someone in good standing. Someone like the governor. We'll talk.
I might be able to lend a hand with that. Alright, so we got a credit note. We might have to go visit Guybrush and see if we can wake him up from his slumber to sign a piece of paper.
Back, Fancy Pants. I hope you brought more money than last time.
Got any more gunpowder fuses? Those are pretty cool.
Nope. I've been forbidden from selling them after the last bunch were used to organize a jailbreak.
Jailbreak? You don't say.
Now, who was it that just so happened to come along and buy all my fuses right before that happened? Oh, that's right. You!
Me? No. It wasn't me at all.
I should probably turn you over to the governor for treasonous behavior, but then I'd lose my only customer.
Exactly. You don't want to lose your only customer. Who's the best fighter around here?
Well, most folks would say it's the legend of Monkey Island, and maybe they're right, but I won't hear a bad word said about the Swordmaster. She lives away out in the forest, though, so good luck getting to meet her.
Would you take me to her?
Well, the thing about that is, the main, you see, she and I mean, no, I couldn't. Now, are you going to buy something or what?
Nah, I'm too broke to buy something. We'll be back with a vengeance and a sword. Ahoy, Mr. Mayor. There's no more ink left. I can pickpocket him? I have a storage chest key. Aha! Captain's ink quill? I should be able to place this here. And then there's nothing to write with. Alright, so if you head down the stairs right next to this big gigantic painting, you're going to have a writing quill right next to the ink that's knocked over. So you take the quill, you put it on the table here, then you're going to pass him the piece of paper that can be signed. We will forge the signature ourselves. Guybrush. Creepwood. Boom. Looks official. Hello, Mayor.
No more autographs. Just let me sleep.
Aye. Go back to sleep. Okay, while you're still in the mansion, if you head down to the bookshelves directly across from the inkwell, you can pull out this book here. Look here for bookworms. There's nothing you can take from this book since most of the pages have been eaten. Well, that's no good. What about you? The Very Hungry Megalodon. It's a children's book, cute, but not what you're looking for right now. The Great Shipwrecks of Our Century. A comprehensive catalog of the famous shipwrecks from the Mad Monkeys to the Greasy Goose. Doesn't look like it's been read for a long time. Alright, we got one on the top shelf. Calligraphy for beginners. No matter how hard you try, it's impossible to make out a single word that's written in this book. The Unabridged History of Cheese. A quick glance at the book is enough to see how dangerously tedious its contents are. Alright, so I think that's all the books over in this area. That door's locked. Both hands empty. It's a biography detailing the life of an eccentric castaway named Herman. Almost every page seems to be mentioned monkeys. How to make invisible ink? Useless. Every page is blank. Shedding desire for material things. It's best to put this back. You have too many books as it is. Look, the silver spoon. An autobiography written by someone who's clearly used to the finer things in life. What a waste of ink. Bad puns for bad pirates. This is a cringe-inducing pirate puns. Best to put this back in case you accidentally read some of them. So if you have all the books pulled out, you are able to get this last one, The Time I Blew Up the Shuck. An account had written on Guybrush detailing his first trip to Monkey Island. There seems to be something inside. Oops, did I do that? A signed Guybrush chart. I heard there's another guy in town who might be willing to trade. The treasure map. See if over here there's anything that we can do. I think all the books we left pulled out. It appears only the left side is the one that has the book. Just so you guys are aware. Now we head back to the store. We'll buy our sword and begin our adventure.
Ahoy there, Fancy Pants.
Ahoy!
Welcome back, Fancy Pants. I hope you brought more money than last time.
I'm low on funds. Do you offer any credit?
You've got something real valuable to use as collateral, and
I do.
Already tell by, but I do have a few.
That I was going to automatically hand the note to him through that. What about you?
Well, I'll be. You actually got it signed. That'll do nicely as store credit. Now take your time and look around. I'm open all hours.
We allowed more than one item. Okay, so let's get the sword, because we know for a fact we need that. And we may as well get the rubber chicken, because I mean, we got store credit, Mayor's paying for it, we got plenty. Alright, so these are the only two items that you're able to buy from his shop. Everything else is basically sold out. Alright, with your mysterious map piece, you head over to Citizen of Melee. Let's see if he's got something for us.
If you want to buy something, you need to cough up pieces of 8. Preferably not literally.
You don't accept gold coins.
Nope, the Tri-Island Chamber of Commerce specifically banned gold-based transactions in case cursed currency somehow makes its way into the ecosystem.
Aye, the cursed gold. I see you heard about it.
I heard there was this one ship where the crew... Well, anyway, only authentic silver pieces of 8 are legal tender on Melee Island.
And where can I get those?
What do I look like, a career advisor? Come back when you got something to spend. Oh, and before you ask, I'm fresh out of stuffed toys.
No stuffed toys? Who buys all these figurines?
That's privileged client-vendor confidentiality, friend. All you need to know is that they're so popular I keep running out of stock.
I know, I can't even put them on my ship.
Of course, it's also true that they break easily and need replacing.
Ah, so you make them cheap. Nice parrot.
What parrot?
One behind you. My queen pouch is empty. Can I trade something for this treasure map you see?
A trade? I don't think so. The only maps in town that are more valuable than mine belong to the legend of Monkey Island.
You don't say.
Maybe I could be convinced to accept a chart from one of the governor's adventures. That'd be worth a small fortune for me, and a map for you.
I might actually have acquired one.
The shelves in that old mansion must be packed with all kinds of treasures. Next time you're in the area, see what you can swipe.
I might just have to do that. To go to your quest items, we have a treasure chest here. And trade Guybrush signed sea chart treasure map.
Is that one of the governor's famous sea charts? Okay, you got a deal. The treasure map is yours. Nobody else wanted it anyway.
Thank you, mister. I think. Sounded like we could have got it for much cheaper. Alright, the quest book is now updated. Do the monkey. Skip the tune, don't be late. Start your dance at the forest gate. Stick to the trail, swing to the night. Cross the bridge and tune into the night. Swing to the left, quick as you can. Dance to the camp, that's the plan. Whirl and spin till someone sees the dance to the light to sign in the trees. Over the log, under the boughs, grows a grove of yellow flowers. Now dig. Put 4 and 5 backwards, but good enough. Alright, we got all 3 magical pieces. We have our magic fog potion now.
Return to me when you are equipped for the 3 trials. Without silver, you must use other means to acquire what you seek.
I've collected everything I need for the trials, but you should work on your credit rating. That way we can use your signature more frequently in case we come back.
Now you are almost ready for what lies ahead. But I have one last gift to bestow. I have used the last of your root beer, along with many other strange and dangerous ingredients, to brew a magnificent Mojo potion of unrivaled potency. Now it is time to dispel the mist that cloaks us from those in your world. Take my potion to the island lookout and pour it into the fire. Set Melee Island free.
Okay, so that means the rest of the world's going to know where we are. You sure this is a good idea? Alright, I guess we'll go up to the lookout. Hey mister, did you ever learn that we robbed you last time?
Now see here, I don't have time for chit-chat. I've got to keep watch, especially when there's a pickpocket sneaking around in all this fog.
You don't say. That ghost must have really robbed you last time. Okay, well you pour the potion.
Yikes! What did you do? What's happening?
Look at me, I didn't do it. Is it done? Still seems pretty foggy. There we go, now it's done. I don't think you have to worry about that pickpocketer anymore, mister. Clearing out the clouds. The quest for Guybrush might be completed. Ooh, okay, so it looks like we can get to a new area now. So we got a checkpoint, but it didn't actually add anything new to the pages to read. Let's give it a combination though. Alright, so if you got your rubber chicken while you're running down the lookout, you can use these zip lines. Might be a little bit faster than walking all the way downhill, and it is going to look a little bit sketchy. But it will put you on the right side of the bridge. We have fixed it for the town. The trolls can now go back to attacking. So we can go into the pirate ships down this way, or we can go check out the circus. We'll check out the creepy pirate ships first. Oh man, Stan. Guy's up to no good.
Howdy. The name's Stan, like on the sign. And my day just got 10 times brighter now that you're here. You don't need to say anything. I can tell you've heard all about the amazing treasure in my possession. Well, just between us, the rumors are true. Each and every one of the beautiful boats you see here is a true treasure. That's the Stan S. Stanman guarantee. So tell me, how can I make you the deal of a lifetime? A big ship? A luxury ship? A ship with just a splash of je ne sais quoi? Trust me, I want you to leave here happy. Why not start by taking a look around? If you have any questions, I'll be right with you.
His clothing does not work at all. But we'll take a look around. Eat a piece of 8. Drink.
How much are you looking to spend? Wow, love that enthusiasm. But what say we match you with the ship of your dreams before we talk about those amazing upgrades?
I think I already have all these.
Would you mind getting out of my way?
But yeah, I knew he was up to no good.
Step aside, please. Time is money.
Well, if time is money, why you treat your clientele so poorly?
I get it. Buying a ship is a big decision. Take all the time you need.
Some of these ships are from the Sea of Thieves.
Well, that's why the sign says Stan's previously owned vessels, friend. I buy boats from anyone who's looking to sell. No questions asked. Unfortunately, I can't take on any new stock until I've cleared out some space here on the jetty. Maybe then we can arrange a part exchange.
You'd give me gold for my ship, you say?
Gold? No. Pieces of 8 are the accepted currency on Melee Island. But like I said, I'm not looking for trade-ins while I have so many quality vessels to sell. But hey, that shouldn't stop you from browsing our selection. What kind of self-respecting seafarer could say no to ships of this caliber?
You get a lot of customers around here.
You bet. Ever since the legend of Monkey Island arrived, crews have come from far and wide. Everyone stops by once they catch word of our amazing deals.
I thought you were hidden.
I'd take a vacation, but I just couldn't bear to walk away from this place and break the hearts of so many pirates dreaming of their next ship. Oh, hey, that reminds me. How's your shopping spree going? Anything caught your eye?
Nah, not yet.
Well, be sure to let your old buddy Stan know when you have. I'd love to tell the boss I was able to help you walk away happy.
Boss, but the sign says...
Oh, that's just a formality. Believe me, I'd change it if I could, but you know how things are. Now, let's get back to your purchase.
What are your terms and conditions here?
It's like I always say, if you don't keep my ships in good condition, we'll be parting on bad terms. Just kidding. That's a little brand and marketing joke right there. Seriously, don't worry about the paperwork. Let me worry about it. All of our ships come packed with pamphlets full of boring stuff you'll never read.
What about some refunds?
Tell you what, if you're sailing a ship from Stan's previously owned vessels and it sinks, and everyone is killed, we'll talk.
Sounds like a fair deal to me. Frog rowboat.
I get it. Buying a ship is a big decision.
Oh, no, we already asked about that. What about this vessel?
This is one of our compact models, but what she lacks in capacity, she makes up for in convenience. Her star feature is the drink dispenser attached to the back. Why sail all the way to a tavern just to fill your tankard when you can have grog on demand? Unfortunately, I can't sell this one right away. Some lout jammed a doubloon in the coin slot and we're waiting on replacement parts. Such a pity.
Replacement parts, you say? Alright, so next to the grog rowboat, Stan's going to be walking back and forth whenever you look around, but you can read Next to Nothing by Elaine.
Despite having next to nothing left to rely on, I've managed to make it all the way to the Bay of Melee. And here, I've found what I was looking for. I hadn't given our honeymoon ship much thought since we got to Melee. I barely remember arriving. But here it is, anchored and overpriced at Stan's previously owned vessels. Ordinarily, I'd have marched down there and given that gabby little grafter a piece of my mind. But I needed to be discreet. So, I've arranged a distraction.
We've been getting some great deals in stock.
Fussing over his malfunctioning grog rowboat, I'll be able to sneak aboard my ship. For once, I don't have the luxury of planning ahead, but I'll figure the rest out as I go. Guybrush, my plunder bunny. I'll be back.
Okay, so it looks like one of us is going to have to speak to him about the rowboat while another person boards the ship.
Hey, how about a little breathing room?
Hey, why don't you tell us about this ship?
You can simply smell the history rolling off this beauty. Unfortunately, her logbook was heavily water damaged, so she's as mysterious as she is lovely. I bought her at a discount because none of her cannons are operational, but that makes her perfect for a pleasure cruise.
Is this the Pirates of the Caribbean ship? Get over here.
Talk about money. Your money.
No. Your money is going to buy this ship for me.
Be right there. I'll just be squeezing past now. Magnificent, ain't she? This is one of the most notorious and fearsome ships across the whole of the Caribbean. And definitely not an unlicensed copy. I know what you're thinking. How'd Stan get a hold of a beauty like this? Well, I'm afraid a good entrepreneur never reveals trade secrets. What matters is that she's the fastest ship on the waves and guaranteed 100% free from cursed animals. Though I gotta say, she doesn't come cheap.
I'll take this one. Wrap it up for us.
I know. It can be so hard to choose. Don't forget your old pal Stan. Whoops, don't mind me. You have a keen eye, friend. That's the Headless Monkey, as featured in Great Shipwrecks of Our Century, a very prestigious catalog of naval calamity. According to the logbook, she was sunk, salvaged, restored, crewed, sailed, scuttled again, and now she exists as some kind of weird ghost galleon. I don't know how or why, I just know that it makes her a truly special ship. Lightweight, nimble, slightly transparent. She's got it all. Step aside, please. Time is money. When you've made a decision, I'll be here. Hey, how about a little breathing room? Would you mind getting out of my way?
Well, we know for a fact Elaine said that she boarded this ship. Might have messed up my jump there. So while he was distracted, she got on board. There must be the second journal somewhere on board. Maybe up in the crow's nest? Alright, Stan.
Buying a ship is a big decision. Take all the time you need.
I've seen all your ships. Which one's the cheapest? We're looking for a deal.
All right, let's talk financing. As you've seen, we offer a wide range of options, ranging from premium to super deluxe premium quality. Our top-of-the-line model is the Black Pearl, which is competitively priced at 20,000 pieces of 8.
That's daylight robbery.
That's economics, my friend. You have to spend money to make money. But if you don't have that level of disposable income, well, an example of our budget models would be the Headless Monkey. Absolutely within your price range and the perfect ship for your needs. That's why...
That's why what?
That's why it breaks my heart to inform you that she's already been sold. I'm just waiting on her new owner to collect her. Sorry, but that's life. Perhaps we can discuss some of the other options.
Who purchased the Headless Monkey?
Sorry, but I couldn't possibly divulge that kind of confidential client information.
I said who?
All right, take it easy. If you must know, it was purchased by a guy named Meathook. He runs a little place over on Hook Island. He told me that some unfortunate circumstances require him to set sail, and pronto. So I sold him the ship to do it.
What if I outbid him?
Listen, I've got a reputation to think of. If I pulled out of a completed transaction, Stan's previously owned vessels would be a laughingstock. Tell you what, if you deal with Meathook directly and he gives you his bill of sale, I'll sign the Headless Monkey over to you. Everybody wins.
Okay.
If you hurry, you could probably still catch Meathook before he leaves. If not, hey, I've got plenty more ships for sale.
Alright, so we need the mighty pirate sword. Knock on the door.
What in the world?
disturbing me at this time of night. Ought to show a little respect. Where'd I put the... Oh, there it is.
What do you want?
I want you to train me.
Well, you got my attention. What do you want?
I hear you're offering sword training.
Yeah, well, you heard wrong. Maybe that was true a long time ago, but not anymore. Who do you think cut down the trees, planed the wood, hauled it to the river, and rebuilt the bridge with their own 2 hands? Me. That's who.
Why did you go to all that trouble?
Because I thought maybe I could keep away all the pirate wannabes who come to my door and bother me. So much for that idea. Now let me guess. You want me to train you to be better than the Sword Master?
I want to be better than the Legend of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's priceless. Listen, there isn't a pirate alive better than the Legend of Monkey Island. To even come close would take years of practice and the quickest wits in the Caribbean. But business has been slow since Guybrush became governor. I guess I am getting a little low on funds.
About that, I'm also low on funds.
Stop wasting my time.
Well, you cannot actually go to this guy's house, so you're going to have to go to the circus first to get some coins, and then you're able to do these challenges. Alright, so if you make it to his house before you do the circus, you can take the zip line all the way across, and it should get you in the right path to head over to the circus. Alright, so on our way to the circus, we found Hook Island, which is going to be found if you take his zip line all the way across, so we can check it out and see if we can make a deal without having any coins. Let's hope the rope doesn't break on the way down. Looks like if you do manage to fall, there is a ladder in case that way you can get back up. And I'm assuming there's not going to be many residents here, so this must be the guy who tried to buy the boat.
If you're here to be amazed by the natural wonders of Meathook's astonishing animal attractions, you're too late. We're out of business, and soon I'll be out of here for good.
Or we can take the ship. You can stay here. Guybrush may even cut you a deal.
I already told you we're closed. If you're here to quake in the terror of the murderous winged devil known as the Beast, you're out of luck. It's gone.
This place has seen better days.
You don't need to tell me. LeChuck's crew really tore up my home. Without my star attraction, I don't know how I'm gonna rebuild.
You don't have any other exhibits?
Nope. It's too dangerous to keep them anywhere near the Beast. All I have left is my talking tattoo, Roger, and he doesn't feel like saying much. It's only going to get worse when the townsfolk realize I've unleashed an unstoppable killing machine to roam freely across Melee Island.
What?
It breaks my heart to say it, but that's why I've decided to leave. My new ship is already bought and paid for. Soon I'll be setting sail for a new life.
So why are you here then?
Go outside alone at night with a ferocious beast on the loose? Ha! Are you kidding me? You must be even crazier than you look.
What is this place exactly?
Not so long ago, it was Meathook's House of Astonishing Animal Attractions. That's me. I'm Meathook. But then LeChuck's crew turned up looking for trouble. They broke in here, spilled my breakfast, and started ransacking the place. I got so mad, I had no choice but to unleash the raw power and merciless fury of our star attraction, the Beast.
Did it work?
Sure it worked. Nobody except the legend of Monkey Island is brave enough to look the Beast in the eye and live to tell the tale. They ran like crazy. The trouble is, once freed from its vault, The beast is unstoppable. It escaped into the wild to seek new prey, and now I'm ruined.
Why can't you go and find this beast?
Are you kidding me? The beast is unfathomably savage. It almost put me out of business years ago by mauling a tourist. The only one around here who's fearless enough to tame the beast is the legend of Monkey Island. Obviously, he was the first person I asked for help, but he never replied.
He's engrossed at the moment.
Oh, yeah? Well, you'd think he'd be a little more friendly to his old crewmates. He and I traveled all the way to Monkey Island together. Of course, he did do most of the actual work.
I'm here about the headless monkey.
Sorry, but that ship belongs to me now. I needed to leave. With the beast gone, there's nothing left for me here.
What if I could bring this beast back home?
You? Har 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 har! That's a good one. Even if you could somehow tame the beast, there's a bunch of preparation work you'd have to handle to stop it escaping again.
I'm game if you are.
Wow, you really mean it? I don't know what to say. Not even the legend of Monkey Island has ever been this nice to me. Okay, let's do it. But I'm in charge. I'll give the orders and you can handle the manual labor.
Sounds like a deal.
First things first. We need to fix up that cage. Get rid of those broken cutlasses and find some planks to repair the door. I bet there are plenty lying around outside.
Alright, so the barrel in the corner across from Meathook, you can take a seat.
After LeChuck kidnapped Elaine, I came here and asked Meathook to join my crew. Convincing him I should be the captain was weirder than I expected.
There is going to be a couple of these spread around the areas. We have yet to find more than this one though, but we'll try to include everything in the video. Okay, so we can remove the broken cutlass. Handle required to repair. We'll go and just take up all the cutlasses, that way we can repair the wood. Which we can find some wood outside apparently. The ones on the ground we can't really interact with. Yeah, if you got some wood, may as well just slap it on here like so. So you just repair it like a ship. We are going to need a handle. Still though.
Oh, mother of pearl! The lever that shuts the door is broken. We'll need some kind of handle to repair it. Something sturdy, too. Driftwood won't last 5 seconds. Go and see what you can find.
Alright, so... If anyone's curious, you can get the wood planks over here next to the pile. However, I did fail to mention, it's just like the first tall tale where there's going to be an ink quill which locates all of Guybrush's memoirs. So that's how you can know where to actually sit. Oh, if you head down to the rare mop tree sapling, you can grab a mop tree stick, which is going to be a little bit more sturdy than driftwood. This should be used for the handle. Anything cool around here though? Alright, so we got the mop stick. Stick it in here.
Okay, listen up. This next part is of the utmost importance. I need you to bring me some concentrated banana grease. It has to be the banana kind. You got that?
Oh sure, I'll just magically find banana grease somewhere.
Okay, listen up.
Okay, so once you get the lever fully on and repaired, you're now able to open up his lid, which he may have some banana grease hidden around here somewhere. Over here to this cabinet right next to the window, you open it up, and you may get some concentrated banana grease, which might be used to attract the beast.
Ha! You found it! This stuff goes great with a bowl of the captain's crunch. Bossing you around is giving me an appetite. All that's left now is to capture the beast. its lair is in a cave near here, but you'll be torn apart if you go in unprepared. Lucky for you, there's a shanty that helps to quell its murderous rage. I have the tune written down, somewhere.
Okay, so now we're looking for a tune. Alright, so on the bed up top, you can move Meathook's pillow. Okay, and you find a scrap piece of music. New shanty, Summon the Beast, has been added to your rail. I wonder if we actually get to keep this shanty. Alright, well, we are all set. Our music is ready. We are about to acquire the beast. I don't know why, but I feel like it's going to be like a little poodle. This here be the dangerous beast in the woods. Well, hello there, Bravely the Beast. Seems to have calmed down a bit from the song. It'd be cool if you could actually get the bird from completing the tale. That way people who don't have ancient coins can get one.
Don't just stand there. Get it back in the cage and shut the door.
Alright, buddy. Looks like you're about to live inside your box for forever.
I don't believe it. You had the guts, the courage, the sheer audacity to face down the beast in its lair and wrestle it back into captivity. And you're still alive. Now I can rebuild my shattered dreams and make this place the tourist trap it was always destined to be. Here, take my bill of sale. I don't need a ship anymore. I'm staying right here on Hook Island to guard the beast and rake in the silver.
You do that. Alright, so now that we've talked to Hook, we got all that stuff situated, we can head back to the island and see if we can get ourselves a deal with Stan. It appears another trial awaits through the forest. First trial signified where the ghost was walking this way, so I'm assuming this is going to be the next part. Looks like he's going to the left. Another memoir is going to be found after you follow the ghost through the woods and take a seat down on the rock.
Exact spot where I discovered the legendary lost treasure of Melee Island. I still have it in a drawer. Somewhere.
So the ghost is digging right here. Ah! The treasure! See? Always follow the ghost. They'll lead you in the right path. so we have a new page. Somewhere around here. Congratulations, this is where the trial once ended. However, in honor of Governor Guybrush, the challenge and reward has been increased. These new steps will continue the legend of the trial, the treasure huntery, also known... Sorry, we ran out of t-shirts. Official legendary trial 1.0.11. Valid for 1 commemorative t-shirts redeemed at Melee Island Chamber of Commerce, currently disbanded. Alright, so we completed the original trial. It looks like step 2 is going to be an artist tent. We got some paints here. There's a lantern pole directly across from us. So you pull out the book. Then jig your way to your artist shack. Set your sights on the lantern pole. Now dance the night and find the fallen soul. We did that. The fallen soul took us this way. Blades point the way, so don't be flagging down once the trial to the lonely wagon. Alright, so trial 2, it looks like you're going to have to go from outside of the forest area, head over to this light pole here. Alright, so from the light pole, you take a right, head down the trail. There's going to be a bunch of blades stabbed inside of a pumpkin. Now spin your heel so there's no mistakes. 2 dead giants mark the path to take. So if you look, there's 2 dead giants directly across from us, so keep on going this way. It looks like it's going to lead us down the hill. Alright, so at the end of the pole, you dig down in the ground and you complete part 2 of the treasure hunting. Alright, what do we got this time around? Okay, so by doing that, that gets you the second page. At the bumpy bridge, you'll start to dance, and then south to the trail, you'll need to prance. So if we follow back up the path, we should see another wooden bridge here. Alright, so where we went down, if you take a left and follow down the sand, you'll notice the bridge here. Fork in the path, 2 roads to the night, dance the way which makes the trees bright. So we're looking for a fork in the road with less trees. Or a fork in the road with actual lanterns hanging. That works. Dance through the woods, weave through the trees, jig to the spot where folks take their ease. Alright, folks take their ease at this little campsite. Peer through the trunks to the distant lights, start for their glow, then spin to the right. Okay, so that'll be directly ahead of us. Spy the lover's tree at the base of the hill, dance to their spot where the heart lies still. So we spin to the right, it looks like we're going to have to go up the hill, and then spy the lover's tree at the base of the hill. He's going to be found directly across from where we got the sign going over to Hook's Island. Here we go. We have the third treasure chest that we found. Alright, do the legendary monkey part 3. Dance from the heart south to west to the bay, then zip through the air in the legend's way. Alright, so if you pull out your compass and go southwest, that means go up the hill. They do have quite a nice little picture hint to tell you which way you're actually supposed to be going. You're looking for another light pole up this way. Let's see, this is southwest. Turn your back to the moon, look down below, dance 6 flags, and the torchlights glow. So you're going to have to take the zip line across. Dance past the wrecked ship through the night till a monster's meal is in your sight. Alright, so the 6 flags are going to be found next to Stay and Shop if anyone's trying to keep track. And we are supposed to go past the wrecks through the night till a monster's meal is in your sight. We got the shipwrecks right here. The shop is what I'm going to assume is what they're referring to. We're looking for a monster's meal. Ogre might have ate the fish. Over the bridge to the broken cart, then spin to the right and spy the light. Okay, so I'd be over here on the bridge. We got a cart right here. And a book.
Oh, with the day I'm having. I suppose I should have known the bridge to Smirk's place would be impassable, and that LeChuck's crew would be waiting for me. Fortunately, I was already in a really foul mood, so had a few choice insults in mind to throw them off balance before they could surround me. It didn't take long before my trusty tree branch was reduced to matchwood, but I had one more ace up my sleeve. Good to know the root beer approach still works. This fog, though, it's more than a spot of sea mist, and it's closing in around me. It won't be long before the whole island's swallowed up. And if that happens, I'm sorry, Guybrush. I have to save myself before I can save you. At least you'll be safe here in Dreamland.
I mean, I guess technically he is kind of safe. Alright, so we got the broken cart, then spin to the right, spy the light, take heart. So we got a light a little bit past the bushes around here. Slip through the rocks once you've done a fine dance, warmth of the lantern shine. And dig. The golden chest of legendary treasure is now discovered. Ah! We have a trophy. It does not go inside your inventory, so you're going to have to hold it the entire time.
And it will make a fine ingredient for a most exquisite elixir.
Oh, trophy.
Also, you have yet to conquer the legendary Trial of Thievery. A precious idol now lies in the hands of a devious trickster who must be outwitted before it can be claimed. Do not be discouraged by the legendary Trial of the Sword. Out in the forest, someone waits to guide your blade on its path to glory.
Well, I mean, we got the paperwork now, so we should be able to... Do we trade the ship for the idol?
If you hurry, you could probably still catch Meathook before he leaves. If not, hey, I've got plenty more ships for sale.
At the Headless Monkey's bill of sale.
Well, aren't you the shrewd negotiator? Congratulations! And now that you've got a ship, it's time to talk about all the extra features you'll be needing.
Like this idol.
Would you mind getting out of my way? Ooh, now I really shouldn't have left these on display. They're actually reserved for a very important client who's one of my most loyal customers. But you know what? I really feel like we've bonded today. There's a genuine connection forming between us. That's why I couldn't bear to see you go into battle without these cannons. I just don't know how I'd live with myself. If you want them, they're yours. Or did you have a different purchase in mind?
Yeah, I want this idol here. Oh, over behind is grog stand.
Can't let you into the office. Company policy.
Thought you told me that's where all the good stuff is, mister.
These are bargains from any angle.
That's a very shiny wheel.
You know, nothing screams pirate like standing at the helm of your ship, gripping the wheel tightly as you steer this way and that. But tell me, have you thought what would happen if that wheel suddenly exploded, skewering you with 1,000,000 deadly shards? I've seen it happen. That's why I always keep at least one of these in stock. You're not just buying a new wheel, you're buying peace of mind. You can't put a price on that. Now, has anything else caught your eye? Ooh, one of these beauties caught your interest?
I'm not sure if you're able to distract him by yourself or not.
Hey, how about a little breathing room? Now, hey, I can see you over there, you know. We salesmen have a sixth sense for customers trying to... Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Stan, my ship already has a capstan. But you know what she doesn't have? She doesn't have a bona fide obsidian capstan with improved ratcheting, easy glide rotational action, and custom grip intensifiers, of course. You've heard the saying, weigh anchor. Well, this, my friend, is the only way to anchor. What else can I show you today? Concerning ship captain, why cram all your outfits in a moldy old clothing chest when you could store them in style? That's solid wood from a genuine tree, an unpickable lock and key mechanism, and just look how spacious it is.
Is it big enough to play hide and seek? Here we go, that's how you distract him.
Hey, I can see you over there, you know. We salesmen have a sixth sense for customers trying to mess with our stuff. That's solid wood from a genuine tree, an unpicked...
Alright, there we go. Wait for the door to fully close.
Hey, I can see you over there, you know. We salesmen have a sixth sense for customers trying to mess with our stuff. Too. In fact, now that I think about it, I think you could fit an entire crew in here.
There we go. So if he goes inside of the chest here, you can actually lock it, so he can't get out.
Personal space aboard ship. It can be so important to take 5 minutes of you time, you know?
Alright, so while he's inside of there...
But if I stay in here, who's gonna sell you this cupboard?
Alright, so we got a quill.
Looks like we've run into a little technical issue. Nothing I can't handle, just give me a second.
I'm not sure if I actually did that myself or if it just sort of happened that way. He had to like break into his safe by turning it.
Questionable methods. You have claimed the idol of many hands from its hiding spot. I shall use it to pep the potency of my potion.
You're welcome.
Do not be discouraged by the legendary trial of the sword. Out in the forest, someone waits to guide your blade on its path to glory.
There's a memoir here.
This is where I purchased my first ever pirate ship, the mighty Sea Monkey. Well, actually, it wasn't all that mighty, but it had a lot of personality.
Over at Stan's previously owned vessels. And there's a memoir also that you can pick up for Stan's sale ledger. Stan's previously owned vessel, confidential. Transactions purchase Sea Monkey monkeys ×3. 1 bunch of ripe bananas. What a steal! Ships full of ballet. No longer seaworthy. Will sell to some bozo. Sale transaction, the Sea Monkey. Reapwood is the owner. 5,000 pieces of 8. An actual sale. Now I can finally settle my dry cleaning bill. We got the rowboat, unnamed, cursed captain. Alias, transport to Scum Bar. Boat owner washed up in a bay. We'll add some deluxe extras. We got the headless monkey, unknown, abandoned, price free, added a replica figurehead stolen by Governor Guybrush. We'll boost the sale price. So we got the sea cucumber. Marley Threepwood's the owner. 3,000 pieces of 8. Owner drove a hard bargain, but we'll get 10 times back selling a ship sailed by the legend of Monkey Island. We got the headless monkey once again. Owner is the Meathook. Price idle old many hands. Buyer had no money, so I took an idol as payment. Should attract some pirate customers. Thief. Sea cucumber. Some rotten crook. Insurance claim pending. Ship was stolen from under my nose and all the fog. Get Smirk to fix the bridge, costing me business. Visit House of Mojo and ask about the malfunctioning jacket. Karina says see the damned is to blame. Figure out what this means. Left 2, right 3, left 1.
Your old buddy Stan could use a hand right about now.
Now, just so you guys are aware, if you took the zipline from the beginning on your way to the circus from Stan's place, there's going to be this little wooden structure here. It does have the next set of books that you want to actually read.
Have you ever had a dream that you were so totally convinced was reality? I find myself experiencing the opposite problem, and I'm not sure how to wake up. The pen I hold in my hand feels absolutely real. I can smell the dusty covers of my grandfather's spare journals, and the salty air on the night breeze. Guybrush and I left Melee Island behind. How then has it caught up to us? And why is everyone acting so strangely? The legend of Monkey Island, indeed. Hubby Dearest is eating it all up, of course, basking in praise for mighty pirate deeds he never accomplished. At first he was playing along, but now I think he's starting to believe it. While Guybrush holds court in the Scum Bar, I'm going to take a walk up to the lookout. Perhaps a fresh perspective will help me work out what's really going on here.
Alright, so directly across from where you find that book, you go over this hill and you get to the circus. Be a little bit rundown. There's more ghost here. Pages on the ground. Melee Island Spectacular.
Believe what I'm hearing. You are so irresponsible.
Me? You're the one who insisted upon audience participation. People only take part if there's a big flashy prize.
But 10,000 pieces of 8? We don't have that kind of money.
Won't you relax? Nobody is actually going to succeed at this. It's impossible. They'll try, they'll fall, the audience will laugh, and everyone will go home happy.
We don't know that it's impossible. And we can't possibly test it ourselves.
So we find a volunteer. Stop being such a meathead.
Fishhead.
Toady.
Whistle.
Shush! We have company.
How much money do you people have?
Welcome! Come in. Your timing could not be better. How would you like a chance to win a prize?
A grand prize?
A glorious grand prize.
Of 10,000 pieces of 8.
Or thereabouts.
By being the first to try our death-defying...
But perfectly safe, huh?
Melee Island Spectacular!
The latest, greatest creation of the amazing, acrobatic...
Fabulous, flying, phenomenal!
Fettuccini Brothers!
That's us!
When you are ready to become a superstar, talk to my brother Bill about your costume.
And my brother Alfredo to go through the routine. We'll be ready when you are.
Alright, so we speak to the guy on the right for our outfit.
You have to be in costume to take part in the Melee Island Spectacular. If you don't have that yet, you can pick one up from over there.
Why do I need a costume?
Have you never been to the circus? All of the performers are expected to dress up. It adds so much spectacle to our acts. The most important part of your costume is the safety helmet. That is absolutely non-negotiable for anyone who's being fired from a Fettuccini Brothers cannon.
Don't normally use a helmet.
Well, you do here. That way you get spared a headache, and we get spared an embarrassing and financially debilitating lawsuit.
What's the prize by win?
It is an unbelievable, unprecedented, life-changing 10,000 pieces of 8. Enough to make all your Melee Island dreams come true.
You really have that kind of money?
Of course we do. I am insulted you would even think that we would try to cheat you. Now stop bad-mouthing our circus and try the challenge.
Why hold a circus on an island full of pirates?
The pirates and the circuses are a perfect fit, that's why. You just have to think about it logically. Pirates are all about death-defying acts of courage and skill, balancing on narrow beams high in the air, and facing down the ferocious animals. But honestly, what pirates love most of all is watching other people make fools of themselves in the public. That is why we want to include the members of the audience. You can ring that bell all you want, but the challenge doesn't count until you get into the costume and put on your safety helmet.
Okay, so we got the circus costume. Head over to our vanity chest and put it on. This is what we're wearing. Alright, mister.
So, what do you say? Ready to take on our challenge and win the prize of a lifetime?
What happens if I fail?
You hit the ground, dummy! A few bumps and bruises are a small price to pay for fame and fortune. We don't expect you to succeed on your first attempt, so you can try as many times as you like.
Sounds like a deal. What do I have to do? What is the Melee Island Spectacular exactly?
It's the latest part of our new circus routine, inspired by stories about the legend of Monkey Island. We take a volunteer from the audience and put them through a few teensy-weensy challenges to win the grand prize. It may not make you as famous as the legend of Monkey Island, but everyone has to start somewhere.
That's true. What do I have to do?
Once you're in costume, head to the starting line and ring the bell to begin. Then you must climb the ladder, cross the tightrope, and ring the second bell.
That it?
After that, you must leap across the platforms and ring the third bell. Then slide down the wire and ring the last bell by that cannon over there. Then it's time for the grand finale. You must climb into the cannon, launch yourself through all of the rings, and land safely in the water. It couldn't be simpler.
Easy. Alright, so we start with the bell. Go up the ladder. We got the tightrope that we're going to have to get across.
You're a natural!
I hope you have a head for heights.
It looks like we're going to have to jump right here. Jump again. And like so. Oh, this is where we jump to the other platforms. And ring the bell. We got the zip line over to the cannon. Use the cannon, aim yourself through the fires, and into the water.
And the crowd goes wild.
I told you it wasn't impossible. Now what do we do?
Hey, come over here, Prego. We need to talk about your prize.
Yeah, so if you're trying to do the circus performance accommodation, you're going to have to do it in under 25 seconds. Once you get the gist of the path, you might want to try it a few times to see if you can actually do it. Alright, so you're going to have to speak to these guys again before you're actually able to do it over and over again.
Now, see here. I know we said that the grand prize was 10,000 pieces of 8, but...
But we forget to mention the administration fees.
We did. Oh, we did. And the mandatory Tri-Island Entertainment tax.
Cannon maintenance charges.
Costume cleaning.
Voluntary compulsory contribution to the Melee Island Circus Orphans Foundation.
And the freight charges. So taking all of that into the account...
Your prize totals 404 pieces of 8. I'm so jealous.
That's enough to buy some grog.
You can do it! Don't look down. Don't give up.
You can make it to the ground from there. Ready to look, and the crowd goes wild.
Alright, so it is possible to get this spectacular achievement, you just gotta be super fast on it. Well, from the circus you get 404, that means you're going to be able to insert a piece of 8. Get us a grog classic. Which is an achievement.
Someone get me out of here.
Alright, well, we now return to the trial of the swords, which we now have 400 pieces, which should be plenty to learn. We could not figure out how to tickle the beast. It might have been too late. Maybe you're supposed to put it inside the cage, tickle it before you lock him in there, because it won't let you open it back up now. And we can't figure out how to get Stan over on an ocean voyage, because he's stuck in a box now. So I'm not sure if it was like a multiple part thing, but we got the money. That's the main part.
Now what do you want?
I have plenty of money.
You do, huh? Tell you what, it won't help you match up to the Legend of Monkey Island, but if you can pay my fee, I'll teach you what I can.
Deal.
If, that is, you can prove you're serious by showing me your mighty pirate sword. So do it! That's what I wanted to see, a blade fit for the Legend of Monkey Island. I guess you can come inside.
So there's another diary here, but you can actually sit on it.
I remember the day Guybrush Threepwood came knocking on my door. Just like you did. I thought he was a wimpy little maggot who wouldn't last 10 seconds against the Sword Master. But now, he's the Legend of Monkey Island and a role model for pirates everywhere. Just goes to show what you can accomplish if you believe in yourself. Now, I'm sure you're a big fan, and the idea of facing a living legend churns your guts up inside. Well, I say you've got to face that fear and use it to make you stronger. Just want you to know I don't do this with just anyone, but I'm gonna put you up against the legendary machine.
Oh no.
I think we can skip the basics. You've come this far, and any pirate can swing a lump of metal around. It's not just what you do, it's what you say that matters. Let's start simple. Use your sword to block the machine's attacks. I attack, you defend. That's how this part works.
That it? I think they said something about 25
Now
blocks.
it's your turn. Attack the machine.
I think you're supposed to block, mister.
But what if, while we were fighting, I were to suddenly say, my swordplay will amaze you?
Oh yeah? Hey, shut up. I am rubber, you are glue.
That wasn't a retort. When I say, my swordplay will amaze you, you should come back at me with something like, yeah, I'm amazed you've lasted this long. My turn to attack. Not like that. Use your sword to block my attacks. Let's try another. My
Okay, so whenever he goes up to talk trash, you click R. Now we got a retort. Yeah, I'm amazed you've lasted this long. It's got a little yellow dot.
No, try something more like...
What?
Well, everyone loves a good joke. Be ready to block my attacks. Let's try another. My swordplay will amaze you.
Yeah, I'm amazed you've lasted this long. Well, everyone loves a good joke. That's a good one.
I already told you this one. Be ready to block my attacks. Let's try another. My deeds are spoken of worldwide.
Let's see here. Well, you've lasted this long.
Choose your retort more carefully. My turn to attack. Let's try another. My swordplay will amaze you.
Well, everyone loves a good joke. Yeah, I'm amazed you've lasted this long.
Come at me again. That's more like it. Now, try insulting me.
My swordplay will amaze you. My deeds are spoken of worldwide.
I'm shaking. I'm shaking. You've learned everything I can teach you. All you can do now is get out there and learn as many insults as you can. Here's a map with locations that are popular among sword fighters. Go and pick some fights. When you're ready to challenge the sword master, you'll know it. As for me, I should probably fix up the machine. It's been a long time since it's taken such a beating. Now go on, get out of here.
Alright, so now we have to learn finding opponents. Some places are hotspots for insult sword fighting. Look for the symbol on your map. If you get lost, remember those rules. Cross the bay using the zipline by my home, stick to the path, and look for the green lanterns clear. One guy likes to ambush opponents near the zipline. He should be no big deal for a pirate I've trained. He's a real piece of work who hangs out there with 3 paths meat. If you find him, tell him he still owes me. Or you could check out the bumpy bridge that goes over the stream. People use bridges just as common sense. There are other spots like these across Melee. Just follow the map and find the light and you'll be fine. Now go train for the sword master. Don't let me down. I've got a reputation to keep. Okay, so he has several different locations that you're supposed to learn from, and that's how you get all 25 insults. Directly across the zip line will be our first opponent.
Cower, mortal, for you have strayed from the presence of Murray, the demonic... Oh, it's you again. That useless body you found for me got smashed to pieces. Talk about shoddy craftsmanship. Well, I washed up on a beach. There was this whole thing with a hermit crab before I gnawed my way up a vine to freedom. I won't bore you. Anyway, now that you're here, you can provide me with some entertainment. Spots like this are great for sword fighting contests. Did you come here to talk, or did you come here to fight?
I'm gonna learn more insults.
When you get a chance to use an insult of your own, try it out against your opponent. You never know, they might just come up with the perfect response. And if you were to borrow that comeback and use it yourself in future, that's the kind of behavior I'd expect from a real pirate.
Let's see here. Remind me of what the rules are, Murray?
It's very simple. Block their strikes with your sword and try to land some hits of your own. After a while, your enemy will pause to deliver an insult. You need to act fast and come back with a retort. Don't just keep hitting them. That won't work. If you can think of a good comeback, your opponent will be stunned and give you the perfect chance to attack. Mess up, and you'll be the one who staggers. Sometimes you'll get a chance to use an insult of your own. Whether or not they'll have a comeback, well, you'll have to wait and see. Oh, and don't try running away, sneaking around while they're insulting you, or any other stupid tricks. If your opponent gets bored with you, you lose. The trick is to remember every insult used against you, even if you didn't have a good retort at the time.
Enough talk, I'm ready for a fight.
Here comes another battle. The hurtful remarks, the soul-crushing observations, they sustain me.
What is hitting me?
On guard!
There we go. It was not on my screen.
You're not
fit to lick my boots.
Oh yeah? Hey, shut up.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Don't let them intimidate you.
My deeds are spoken of worldwide.
And everybody likes a good joke.
They're speechless.
I don't know what to say. Stop messing about and taunt me.
You're not fit to lick my boots.
I'll be scraping you off mine shortly.
Banter like that never hurt anybody.
Okay, so when they teach you insults, you just have to use that again. Either answer. Yeah, I'm amazed you lasted this long.
Find me again when you're ready for a proper fight.
Better luck next time.
Alright, well, we learned some insults at least. Alright, so we have a new Green Lantern. Murray again.
Did you come here to talk or did you come here to fight?
I'm ready to fight.
Time for another fight. Remember, be fearless, be relentless, and be insulting.
Hopefully this time the Ghost Pirate appears. There we go.
Turn down a good fight. This is insult sword fighting, you know.
No one has ever beaten me in combat.
Oh, so this is your first time.
Was that it?
No one has faced me and lived.
No one has faced me and lived. Well, everyone loves a good joke. I'll be scraping you off my boots shortly. Yeah, I'm amazed you lasted this long. So this is your first time? Oh, no, I can scroll down. I'm rubber, you are glue. Hey, shut up. Oh, yeah.
Gotcha.
Come on, put your back in.
You're not fit to lick my boots.
We got the answer to that one.
One more, and you're...
That one is... I'll be scraping you off mine shortly.
Ooh, that one had to sting.
You won't win without a good insult.
Alright, so... No one has faced me and lived.
With breath that bad, I'm not surprised. Find me again when you're ready for a proper fight.
Looks like you could use some more training.
Well, that's what we're working on, Murray. Alright, so new Green Lantern, and Murray appears.
Did you come here to talk or did you come here to fight? Time for another fight. Remember, be fearless, be relentless, and be insulting.
Seems like every single time he has the same dialogue, so you can just click attack.
You'll rue the day we cross paths. No one has faced me and lived.
With that breath, I'm not surprised.
Oh, the anguish. Oh, the suffering.
Do it again. My feelings. Ain't you got something to say?
I think we've used everything so far. No one's ever beaten me in combat.
So this is your first time.
They should be yellow if you haven't used them, but it doesn't hurt to double check.
You're not fit to lick my boots.
I'll be scraping you off my boots soon.
They're speechless.
You're so mean. If you're going to insult me, make it quick.
Now for the final strike.
You're not fit to lick my boots.
That's more like it.
You're so mean. I was too slow.
That's more like it.
Don't let this go to your head.
Cross over the bridge, and Murray will appear.
Did you come here to talk, or did you come here to fight? When you get a chance to use an insult of your own, try it out against your opponent. And if you were to borrow that cup... I smell another sword fight. Let's see how cruel you can be.
There he is.
Prepare to be humiliated.
We aren't scared of you.
Greatest fighter on the sea.
Let's see here. Oh, yeah? Is this your first time?
Now's my chance. My deeds are spoken of worldwide.
See here, everyone loves a good joke.
That was truly devastating. I loved it.
That was a low blow. This is insult sword fighting, you know.
I'm the greatest fighter on the seas.
Too bad you met me on dry land.
This is getting embarrassing.
I'm here to take your life.
This doesn't look good.
Come here, you. This has gone on long enough.
I guess we're about done here. Did you...
Yeah, I'm very citizen.
It's sword fight time. Let's see if your comments are more cutting than your cutlass.
On guard! You won't win without a good insult.
Alright, so let's see here. I'm here to take your life.
It's about time you got one.
Pull yourself together.
Need to catch your breath?
Oh, yeah?
See an opening.
Commander like that never hurts anybody.
I'm here to take your life.
If they hit you again, it's all over.
It's about time that you got one.
Ooh, that one had to sting.
I don't know what to say.
You can give up.
Well, say something.
Need to catch your breath.
Only from laughing at you. Come back when you've learned the rules.
Come find me when you're ready to try again.
Okay, so on to the next one. Come on out, Murray. I don't even hear him speaking anymore.
Think you can beat me? Let's find out. Need to catch your breath?
Only from laughing at you. Could be. Now let's see here. I don't think we have any new insults.
With breath that bad, I'm not surprised. You're not fit to lick my boots.
And you're not fit to be on my boots.
I can't think straight. I came here to be insulted.
See, do we have any new ones? Still don't have a new one. Let's see here. You catch your breath?
From laughing at you. My swordplay will amaze you.
Oh yeah? I'm amazed you lasted this long. Yeah, just double checking. We don't have any new answers yet.
That was a low blow. I demand a rematch.
Alright, well so far we beat 2 of them. And I believe we're going to eventually end up with the Swordmaster himself to face off against.
Here comes another battle. The hurtful remarks, the soul-crushing observations, they sustain me.
Think you can beat me? Let's find out. I've met pigs that are scarier than you.
Let's see here. We don't have a good answer for that one.
Come here, you.
Wait, so we got an insult.
My swordplay will amaze you.
Come on, get out. There we go. Yeah, I'm amazed you lasted this long.
You might not be completely useless after all.
I wasn't ready.
Now it's time to be insulted for you. I've met pigs that are scarier than you.
Glad to hear you stay in touch with your parents.
Pull yourself together.
I'll wipe the floor with you.
If they hit you again, it's all over.
Let's see here. We have an answer for that one? Yeah, it's a new one.
Come here, you. I don't have time to duel with amateurs.
I guess we're about done here.
Okay, so he's going to go. If we pull out our book, we only have one more X, and that's all the way back at the top where we started. Alright, so while you're doing this part, you're going to have to do this multiple times with this whole pathway until you get 25 insults if you're trying to get the combination.
Talk or did you time for another fight? Remember, be fearless, be relentless, and be insulting.
Hey, I've got a bone to pick with you.
Oh, we got that one either.
Of insults already.
I'll wipe the floor with you.
Better at cleaning than you are at fighting. I'll wipe the floor with you.
Oh, so now you're just going to use the same one I used? Glad to hear you stay in touch. No. I hope you're better at cleaning than you are at fighting.
Now that was insulting.
If you're going to insult me, make it quick.
I think the rest of these we've already done. Oh, we may as well. I'm here to save your life.
They're starting to weaken.
That was so cruel! You won't win without a good insult.
Don't stop now. Finish them off.
I'm the greatest fighter on the seas.
Now you're getting it.
Oh, my feelings! You won't be so lucky next time.
I know, we did get one accommodation. I'm not sure if it's for the 25 one or not.
You might just be ready to face the Sword Master without being totally annihilated. Her location is a closely guarded secret, but I stole some instructions that should help you find her. Try and ignore the bite marks. Now go, challenge the Sword Master, and bring them to their knees with a relentless barrage of your most merciless insults.
Oh. Press the secret switch. So over where we originally followed the ghost, you just head down this little trail here. And flip the switch, you're able to then cross the way, and it sounds like LeChuck is on the other side. Yeah, well, it's fine.
Ooh, more company. I think I'll take care of you myself.
Oh, he's got a sword in his head.
This fight is going swimmingly.
Did you met me on dry land?
Hey, that one really stinks. I've met useless wretches like you before.
Glad to hear you stay in touch with your parents.
Nice. Even before
You didn't give up?
Looking at you offends my sense of decency.
Not entirely sure which one to put here.
Let's hear some witty repartee.
About time you got one?
Hey, that one really stings. I've never been so insulted.
Oh no! Ripsy's done for! We're the only ones left! We give up, you win!
I don't think we can actually help him.
That should send LeChuck a message. Don't mess with the legend of Monkey Island.
Well, this sure wasn't how I expected things to go. But now you can tell the pirate leader you fought with the Sword Master. Nobody ever said it had to be on different sides.
And this medallion...
I keep hearing the ghost disappear. Sorry if you guys can't hear anything. Oh, now the noise disappears once they're done.
It seems LeChuck suspects something of our plans, but he'll not... With this final triumph, you've gathered everything I need to complete the greatest elixir of my illustrious career. Return to my shop, and together we shall free Guybrush from his curse.
Guess we can't teleport.
I'm Carla, the Sword Master. You did pretty
Did
well.
Guybrush really manage to defeat you?
Well, defeat is a strong term. I'm not sure he'd have even found my house if that fool of a storekeeper hadn't led him right to me. He was so young and inexperienced back then. I never imagined he'd go on to become such a mighty pirate. But I suppose people can always surprise you. Speaking of surprises, did you just give my prize medallion to the lady who runs the Mojo store? I should have known she'd be mixed up in all this.
Yeah, it just sort of happens.
Like I said, I'm the Sword Master, and that means, you'll never guess, I'm a master with a sword. What, you thought it was some cushy government job? That used to mean the pirate leaders would send hopeful wannabes like you to challenge me. But now I spend my days out here and enjoy some peace and quiet. Eventually, I closed off the path to my house so that the storekeeper couldn't keep bothering me. Whatever you do, don't tell him about the secret switch.
Secret will die with me. Ever heard of Monkey Island?
Have I heard of it? I was stranded there for a while after our ship sank. It was all because of LeChuck's obsession with Governor Marley. The legend of Monkey Island assembled a crew and asked me to be part of it. I can't help but wish I'd paid more attention on the journey. I have absolutely no idea how to get back there again.
I'd almost forgotten the thrill of a good battle. Fighting the legendary machine just isn't the same.
What will you do now?
Honestly, I just want to catch my breath. Some of those insults can really take it out of a guy, and I'm no spring chicken. Then I'll probably spend some time with Carla and talk about the good old days. There was this time out at Port Royal where we were cornered, and she said, perhaps that's a story for another time. You've got trials to conquer.
Those were some unusual insults.
Notice that, did you? When you train to the level of a sword master, you learn some really good taunts that most pirates have never even heard. Lucky for you, you'd picked up enough comebacks to hold your own against Mr. Glowbones back there. There may come a day when you'll need to think up your own insults on the spot. Don't forget what you've learned out here.
What are you doing out here?
If you must know, I was impressed enough by your training session that I got to thinking you might actually stand a chance of beating the Sword Master. Carla and I have known each other for a long time. So I snuck out here to warn her you might be turning up on her doorstep. Fair is fair, but thanks to LeChuck's crew butting in, that's a brawl you two don't need to have. I bet even the legend of Monkey Island would be impressed with your performance.
But now the trials are done, we can head back to the Pirate Lords and tell them about it.
I never thought this day would come again. You've conquered the legendary trials and become a true pirate.
You actually did it! All 3 legendary trials complete. We are proud to call you a fellow pirate.
The lady from the Mojo shop was asking after you. Perhaps she wants to congratulate you on completing the 3 legendary trials.
Perhaps. Alright, back inside the Mojo shop.
From a trial of discovery, a path home is revealed. From a trial of deceit, truth no longer concealed. From a trial of the sword, new strength shall now impart. The fog that clouds the mind flees from the courage of the heart. It is time. Return to the governor's mansion and confront Guybrush. Together, we shall expose the legend of Monkey Island as nothing more than the tall tales of a would-be pirate lord.
Alright, well. Time to go give him some medicine. The door's closed.
What's with all the commotion? I'm never gonna be able to finish my memoirs when everything's so noisy. Hey, I remember you, but the guards told me you'd left town.
It has been a long time, Guybrush Threepwood. Far longer than you know. Perhaps you would do me the honor of joining us in a toast, for old time's sake.
I guess a little refreshment couldn't hurt. What's in the bottle?
My own recipe, brewed for the legend of Monkey Island.
Well, I'll drink to that.
There you are.
Cheers. Ugh, tastes like breath mints mixed with cat sweat. I think I'll stick to grog. Oh, what's in this stuff?
The truth.
Oh yeah? Because I think the truth is gonna make me...
Feel better, buddy?
Whoa, what the... why am I in the governor's mansion? Wait, I remember. LeChuck, his sword, and then... Everybody was there, cheering for me, calling me a legendary pirate just like I always wanted. But none of it was real. I've been such an idiot.
We all have dreams, Guybrush. Sometimes the hard part is knowing that you have to wake up.
Wake up? Elaine! If LeChuck thinks I'm still stuck in his fantasy world, he won't be expecting me to hunt him down. I'm gonna gather my things, find myself a ship, and rescue Elaine before it's too late.
Your plan is bold, but the Sea of the Damned is vast. LeChuck's vessel could be anywhere.
If LeChuck's using memories of our past for his evil schemes, there's only one place he'll be hiding. Somewhere I still know how to reach. It's time I went back to Monkey Island. I know you came here to save me, but I can't leave just yet. Listen, you fought off LeChuck's crew. You completed the 3 trials. I could really use your help.
Now that the curse is broken, the people of Melee will no longer see Guybrush as the legend of Monkey Island. He'll need to make amends before he can depart. Return to the waters you call home. When Guybrush is ready to begin his journey, I shall make certain you are at his side.
I see that money. You can hand it here.
This place may not be the actual Melee Island, but it sure feels real. I sure feel like an idiot for acting like I own the place.
What will you do now?
The only way to get to Monkey Island is by brewing a special recipe with a very particular mix of ingredients. They might take me a while to find. Then I'll have to call in a few favors. Hopefully people aren't too mad about the whole legend of Monkey Island thing not being, true.
This is LeChuck's fault, not yours.
I guess, but this was still my fantasy. I was more than happy to play along and have everyone believe I was the most legendary pirate of all time. But I have to find a way to set things right. I'm gonna need everyone's help to make it back to Monkey Island and rescue Elaine.
LeChuck wants to replace the Pirate Lord.
Same old LeChuck. But there's something strange about that new sword of his. It's so hypnotic. I wonder where he found it.
I'm not really sure. Could have been anywhere, honestly.
Well, we shouldn't underestimate him. But don't worry. I know a few tricks for dealing with him and his crew. I'll have to dig through my belongings, but next time we meet, I'll have a little surprise in store for LeChuck.
Kate Capsize sent me to find you.
She did? Does that mean she's forgiven me for our past misunderstanding?
Forgave may be a strong word.
Yikes. Maybe I should visit the circus and pick up a spare safety helmet. It might come in handy.
Why not settle things with a duel?
No, Kate's too good at insults. First she'd hurt my feelings, and then she'd hurt the rest of me. But if I explain the situation calmly and rationally, I'm sure she'll understand why I had no choice but to do what I did.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll work out.
Yeah, I'm doomed, aren't I?
Yep. You know about the Sea of Thieves?
Yeah. I'd say most folks in the Caribbean think of it as being a myth, I suppose. Untamed oceans and sea monsters tucked away in the crease of a map. When the Pirate Lord sent us a personal invitation, there was no stopping me. I just had to see it for myself. So, we followed the map and set a course.
This is the Sea of the Damned. You got lost along the way.
I can't really say for sure. I think we ran into a storm or took a wrong turn somewhere. All I can remember is Elaine calling my name. She's still out there somewhere. I'm not gonna stop until I find her again.
Okay, explain this to me again. There's a legend of Monkey Island.
That's right, I think.
And the legend, it's this Guybrush guy? Seriously?
Now that you mention it, that does seem strange. He doesn't look like that great of a pirate.
He looks more like a flooring inspector.
Hey, shut up.
Ow!
I thought they were inside of the house. Oh, we can't speak to her. Alright, so this time around it's a little bit different. Instead of her teleporting you back to the Sea of the Thieves, you're going to have to go through your own portal and get back yourself. He's got more important business to handle. Nice! Idle many hands have been received, so you have a new ship decoration. You are going to have to own the ship in order to place these decorations, just so you guys are aware. Alright, well it looks like we're ending off here. We got kicked from the sugar. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.